It's just something to do. Why the ego invented activity, identity, and time. During COVID, the whole illusion cracked for a moment. The world hit pause. The treadmill stopped. And what happened? People lost their minds, not because they were suffering from illness, but because they were suffering from stillness. Because something to do had been taken away. And when something to do gets removed, what's left? The mirror, the silence, the self. And for most, that was unbearable. So they ran for distractions, anything to avoid the stillness. TikTok exploded. Sourdough bread became a phenomenon. Online shopping surged. Zoom calls replaced in-person noise with digital noise. People started re-watching old shows they didn't even like. People bought puzzles they never finished. People started talking to their pets like priests and therapists. Because the ego doesn't care what fills the time, only that time gets filled. Because empty time threatens to expose the lie. The lie that says, you are a doer in a world of doing. So what does the ego prescribe? Do anything. Make noise. Move the body. Change the scenery. Change your hairstyle. Change your job. Change your partner. But whatever you do, don't sit still. Because stillness threatens the central delusion. The delusion that you are a body in time. Why do people get married? Why do they play football? Go to bars? Get massages? Start wars? Write books? Watch porn? Go to therapy? Do yoga? Or start non-profits? Why do they become preachers? Or prostitutes? Or professors? Because the ego whispers, be anything, just don't be still. Because stillness isn't safe to the ego. Stillness is dangerous. Stillness invites awareness. And awareness reveals the truth. There is no I doing any of this. The body is the stage. The mind is the projector. The world is the film. And doing is just the reel spinning. The ego wrote a script. And that script needs constant activity to keep the dream believable. So it hands out roles. You be the wife. You be the husband. You be the criminal. You be the hero. You be the victim. You be the saint. But none of them are real. They're costumes in a closet of thought. And the moment you stop putting one on, the entire theater begins to shake. COVID was the moment the theater went dark. No concerts, no vacations, no new restaurants, no new trinkets, no fresh distractions. Just a house, a mirror, a mind. And the truth crept in like an unwelcome guest. I don't know who I am without something to do. That's when the panic began. That's when people started baking bread or beating their spouses, started online ministries or OnlyFans accounts, started starting things, started quitting things. Because the ego doesn't care whether the doing looks spiritual or sinful. It only asks, are you doing something? Then we're good. But here's the holy bombshell, mighty companion. None of it was ever real. If the world is a dream, then so is every action in it. You didn't really climb Everest. You didn't really run that marathon. You didn't really get married or divorced or enlightened. You just dreamed a script where it looked like those things happened, because you believed stillness was death. But stillness is not death. Stillness is life, not the life of doing, becoming, or achieving, but the life of being, of presence, of love, the life that doesn't measure time, the life that doesn't depend on doing to know it is real. So the next time the mind says, let's go do something, ask gently, who is the I that needs to do? And what is it trying to outrun? Because only a false self needs distraction. Only the ego fears stillness. Spirit is already whole, already free, already home. It needs nothing to do and nowhere to go. because it already is.